At Whitewater's Academy, one club stood above the rest, the Golden Rule Team, where kindness was supposed to come first. Every Friday, 12 students gathered in the bright activity room, laughing, sharing treats, and promising that no one would ever be left behind. Na defined. How in Haysken 20, when Priya, a shy new student, walked through the door, Ava greeted her with a warm smile and said, "Welcome, Priya. You belong here now." The team cheered. Priya smiled with joy, and for the first time in weeks, she felt like she had finally found where she belonged. But as Priya left that day with hope in her heart, she had no idea the kindness she saw was hiding something cruel. Wes and Twentimshri. The next Friday, Priya rushed excitedly back to the club room. But when she entered, something felt wrong. There were 11 chairs in the circle and none for her. Ava pointed to the floor and said, "You can sit there." Priya forced a smile and sat quietly on the floor, trying to ignore the embarrassment burning in her cheeks. Ed went and do. Week after week, the little signs continued. Priya got the smallest snack, was picked last for every game, and always ended up alone. Whenever Priya looked confused, Ava would smile and say, "Don't worry, you're still part of the team." Priya wanted to believe her, but deep inside, she knew something wasn't right. As the others laughed together, Priya stood alone, still hoping things would somehow get better. One rainy afternoon, Priya stayed behind after the meeting to help clean the activity room. While putting away games in the closet, she noticed a tiny notebook hidden behind an old box. She opened it and found the names of every club member ranked from top to bottom. With shaking hands, Priya searched for her name and found it at the very bottom. Beside her name were the words, "Temporary, replaceable." Her heart pounded as she turned the page and uncovered the club's cruel secret. To become permanent, each new member had to embarrass the lowest-ranked student in front of everyone. In that painful moment, Priya realized she had never truly been welcomed. She had only been part of a cruel game. The next Friday, Priya walked into the club meeting holding the notebook tightly in her hands. The room fell silent, and Ava's smile vanished the moment she saw it. No phone, no. Taking a deep breath, Priya said, "I know the truth," and began reading the notebook out loud. The students stared in shock as Priya revealed the secret rankings and cruel rules. One student looked at Ava and whispered, "Is this real?" But Ava had no answer. With tears in her eyes, Priya explained how hurt and alone she had felt all those weeks. Chinao Guanfeng. Then one student stood up and said, "This isn't kindness. This is bullying." One by one, the others stood beside Priya, and for the first time she was no longer alone. After the truth came out, the school counselor shut down the Golden Rule Team for 1 week. When the club reopened, the students voted for a new leader, and they chose Priya. Priya's first rule was simple: every person matters. The room was changed. The chairs formed one fair circle, and every snack and game was shared equally. The students created a kindness wall, filling it with notes that lifted one another up. Soon, the club became what it was always meant to be, a place where everyone truly belonged. Even Ava apologized, and though Priya forgave her, she never forgot the lesson. And because real friendship does not exclude. True kindness does not rank people, and no one should ever be left behind.